rotate device back. What? Oh, no way. Oh, so I have to go like this. Oh, that's. Oh well. We're live. This is my first live. I think this is my first live stream here. As the what do you want to call it? As my title says there that I put, we are on our way to Edmonton to buy my buddy's first machine. How far are we out now? We're like 20 minutes out of Edmonton, I think. No, maybe a little bit further. I think we're about we're about a half hour. So
we're at the rest area.
Yeah. So as you guys know, I'm from Saskatoon, so we're heading out from Saskatoon. Buddy just got off work yesterday, so we're he just bought a trailer. It's probably a little over a week ago now. It's actually pretty good shape. So he was gonna buy ramps, but the trailer was definitely a little more easy to use and whatever. But I couldn't tilt. I can't tilt my phone or it locks. I wanted to tilt my phone so we can get a little bit better view. But hope everyone's doing good out there. I haven't posted any. Well, I actually just posted a video not too long ago. I think my last one was my little event there that I held. It was actually a lot of fun. We had so much fun there. I'm hoping maybe I can get some questions on here so I can do like a little Q&A maybe. But it's been this road trip has been fun to say the least. Jannik's a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I hate mornings.
I've dialed down a little bit.
He's dialed down a little bit. But it's been good though. We're not too far from Edmonton, and then I'm not gonna show it in the live what he's getting. I'm not getting anything. I'm just along for the trip. I'm helping him buy some advice. But I'm not buying anything. This is the first time I've traveled out and not bought anything. So it's gonna be a first for me. But it's been a good day. Hope everyone else is having a good day. It's if you're not tuning in right now, if you're watching this later, it's currently Saturday. It's a beautiful day out. Can I rotate? Oh, I can too. I can flip the camera. It's a beautiful day out. It's like, what is the temperature saying there? 19. It says 19 degrees right now, so. But it's great out here. Nice day. No, like almost no wind. It's not too hot, but it's also not too cold. But I'll flip the camera around there again. But so to cut to the chase, we're like 3 minutes in now. I don't want to drag this out too long where it's just boring. So, Jannik, what is the machine? What type of machine are we going to get?
I like a sticker.
What sticker?
Fake taxi.
Oh, I don't know if I can zoom in on it. Oh, I don't want to. No, never mind. I don't want to put his plate out there. It comes with a fake taxi sticker. If you know, you know.
We're actually going and buying. Well, I'm buying my first motorcycle.
That's right. Jannik's.
I don't have my license at all. I've never even ridden a motorcycle before, and yet I'm just going and buying one.
He's never rode one. Have you rode a pedal bike?
Yeah.
So he's rode a pedal bike. Even sat on one. Yeah.
I sat on one when I was in the store getting the gear.
Okay.
I sat on like a 250cc. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you told me that one. Yeah. So, is that the only bike you've ever sat on, or have you sat on someone else's bike?
I actually think
that's it. Okay. So so this is his first time on a motorcycle, like legit on a motorcycle. So the reason why I'm tagging along is I've been on plenty. I know how to ride. I've been riding getting close to 10 years now. But he just needs someone. I don't know for. There's a little bit of a try and get this glare here or whatever. I don't know if that's the camera. Did that just happen? I haven't even noticed. Oh well, you'll just have to deal with it. But I don't even have anybody viewing right now. So whatever, we're just talking to ourselves right now. yeah, so I'm just along here to make sure that it's not a piece of shit. Because if it's not worth buying, I'm not gonna let him buy it. Like, it's just not worth it. But if it's like, as far as we know, it looks great. It's in good shape. It's custom. It's a pure custom bike, so that's what makes me a little bit nervous. But we've seen it over pictures and video. It looks good. So we're hoping. Oh, is there like a chat or anything? No, never mind. Top chat. Like, okay, never mind. Just looking at stuff on here. I've never done this before. So yeah, but we're out heading to Edmonton to buy Jannik's first motorcycle. I'm pumped. It's like taking my kid to buy his first bike. Oh, that's too funny.
You pay enough on that might sell the title.
But it's good. The trailer he bought's mint, like not mint condition. It's so good. It's a little tilt deck, so it's gonna be easy to load it up. Hopefully, it's gonna be easy to load it up. It might be a little sketchy just because it doesn't have a hydraulic on it. So we're gonna ride it up and just kind of find the sweet spot, and then hopefully it'll just kind of fall down on its own.
I don't know if we're gonna be walking up like one guy on each side.
We probably could do that too, yeah. Because that way, when we get up there. Most likely, if you get up there, when it slams down, you might lose your balance. And yeah, that's actually a good point. We'll probably do that instead. Just so you're not waiting forever to watch this for a reveal. We're not, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned already, I'm not going to reveal what he's buying on the live. This is just kind of like, we're just chatting. We're just on the road right now. But I've been clipping the whole time that we've been driving. So I will have a reveal video as to what he's buying. My phone's getting very hot right now. But I'm stoked. My dad had a very similar bike to what he's going to be buying. It's just this one's modded. But very, very similar bike. If you guys can guess, take some guesses as to what he's buying. We're still quite a ways out of Edmonton. We're probably 20 minutes or something like that. So I'll keep this going as long as I can. This isn't eating up my memory at all on my phone. So I'll keep this going as long as I can, even if it's 15 minutes or whatever. I'll keep it going till we're right outside the house or something like that, and then I'll shut it off. But I got to make sure I've got enough phone juice. I also he actually bought me a chest mount for my GoPro, which I was pretty pumped about. So I'm going to have that on. That way I'm not holding my GoPro or whatever. I'll have my phone with me too, so I can get some like a POV, and then just my GoPro kind of get everything else. And these guys they were traveling. Where were they coming from again? Europe?
I don't know where they went. Could have been the States, but I'm guessing overseas. Yeah. But
so they just got back. They were actually in Calgary overnight, so they're not actually going to be there. Sorry about the shaking. I'm just holding my phone right now. It can't go on my mount. My mount was a lot more solid. Anyway, but they were in Calgary overnight. Their flight got delayed, so we are just pretty much going to show up there, look at the bike, and if we like it, we'll load it up. And then when they get there, we'll pay for it, and we'll peace out. We left this morning. We were supposed to leave at 5 o'clock a.m., but we were late about 40 minutes. I was up by 4:30. He was asleep, and I went and got him out of bed, and I was like, Jannik, time to wake up. He's like, He literally rolled over. I thought he was going to get up, being a big boy. Nope. Go in there 10 minutes later, and he's passed out again. I was like, oh my God. So...
But yet I was still out the door at the same time as you, so...
You were out the door at the same time as me because I had to wait for you.
No, you didn't.
I had to wait for you.
No, you had to make your hot chocolate, then you had to...
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So I got up, put my clothes on, brushed my teeth,
that's true.
Where I went.
I had to get so the things I brought, since we're
besides
doing
the helmet.
Besides the helmet. So since we're doing live, I'll just nice little chat thing here. So I brought... I forgot my helmet, which sucks. But I brought my my rear wheel stand. So if they wouldn't let us ride it, I was just gonna jack it up, hopefully, and just casually run it through the gears. I didn't want to like sit there and just redline it. Obviously, that's dumb. Just in case the bike were to vibrate and fall off, now you're gonna launch it into a wall at 100 kilometers an hour, right? So I brought that. I brought some small 2x4s so that we can chalk the front wheel in the front of the trailer, and so that it's not moving around and it stays in place. It locks the front wheel, if you know what I'm talking about. Jannik brought his tie downs. Obviously, he's got some really expensive tie downs. Yeah, I don't. What else did I bring? Oh, I brought my drill, obviously. There we go. I think we should be okay. And we're in I think we're passing Elk Island right now because we'll mock up where the front tire wants to be, where we want the front tire to be, and then I'll just put the 2x4s on the side of the tire. You know what's going on, so that way I can drill the 2x4s in. But other than that, honestly, this should be a pretty simple trip. As long as the bike is good to go, it should be a pretty simple trip. Load up, strap her down, get going. The girlfriend wanted me to do some shopping, but the baby is with the girlfriend's mom today. She's babysitting until I get back. But hopefully
we'll just spend the night here.
We'll spend the night in Edmonton.
We'll get a hotel room.
But yeah, if you're watching, Dez's mom, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, Kaylee. And by the way, everyone, Kaylee is now, I'm probably wrong, but Kaylee I think is 5.5 months, I think. February, March, April, May, June, July. She'll be, she's about 5 and a bit, 5 and a quarter, something like that. She'll be, the 28th of August, she'll be 6 months. I think it's the 28th. February, no, 23rd of August, I think. I'm terrible. Pretty sure it's the 23rd of August, she'll be 6 months. She's getting big. She just got her, first tooth coming out. Oh, it's awesome. She's a big mommy's girl though. She doesn't want to leave mom. That's why when we get back to town, I'm just gonna go and help the girlfriend's mom watch Kate, because I just, like, she won't sit with me, like, alone. Like, she just cries. Like, she just doesn't like to sit with me alone. But if mom's got her, she's looking at me, she just smiles all the time. But anyway, off that subject. But Kaylee's good. But these, you can definitely tell we're in Alberta now because the roads are so much smoother. Oh, it's good. We still have no viewers. Nobody has subscribed and wants to come and chat. I'm let down. I could boil an egg on my phone right now. Holy moly.
Just imagine if you had a case on.
Yeah, no doubt, right? There's not even airflow up here. Like, there's nothing. Is there, like, can you put it on the windscreen maybe? Would that help? It's super warm. But yeah, so anyway, back to what I was saying before. You guys should comment, even if this is like, if the live is done, comment as to what you think he's going to be buying. Because the video is not going to be posted for a bit. You guys know how I post. It takes me a while to edit. This video might not be out for a week or so. I also bought something that I haven't posted yet. I like buying stuff because then it keeps my content going. I bought something this little while ago. I'm not posting it until I'm finished it. It's not a big project. It's just a little one. But I've just had no time. Actually, speaking of that, I've got 2 videos. Because I'm renovating my house right now. So I've actually got a reno video I'm working on. I haven't posted that yet. So I got that one. That's not even close to being finished. My next project is, it's not a big project, it's just a little one. But that's an upcoming video. That one, I don't know which, honestly, this one, his video will probably be posted before I post mine. Like, it's on my channel, but like, about him, Jannik. Yeah. So, comment in this live what you think he's buying. We'll see how many people get it right. And just a heads up, I really want to do a giveaway. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I really want to give to my small community. And as of right now, I also want, on that topic, thank you to everybody that has, I recently gained, I think, 1 subscriber. I was at 130 for a few days. I jumped a few, but then I was sitting at 130 for a few days, or maybe a week or so. I jumped to 131. I couldn't be happier with the progression I've made with YouTube. I super big time appreciate everyone that supports me. And if you haven't supported me already, it's free. All you gotta do is go into my channel and hit subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so that when I go live or if I post a new video, you get notified saying that, Yama Crazy is live. And, okay, another topic that I've actually been asked a lot on this about. Why the name Yama Crazy? So, when I started the channel, when I started going heavier into my channel, I bought the Yamaha R1. And I didn't want to base my channel name off of my name, because I don't think my name is very... I don't know, it's not like channeling, however you want to say that. Like, some people's names are just super flowy if you want to put it as your channel name, but my name's just not very, it just doesn't flow. So, that being said, I was like, well, I own a Yamaha, so I was like, maybe I can try and incorporate that with something. So, at first, I was gonna be like, I wanted it to be Yama Stupid. And I was like, that sounds so dumb. And then I was gonna give something else, I can't remember, but then I was sitting on Yama Crazy for a bit. So what Yama Crazy, what I make it stand for is Yamaha. Yama is obviously stands for Yamaha, but Yama is also, if you say it fluently, it's like Yama Crazy. Like, what does that kind of sound like? What does that sound like, Jannik, when I say Yama Crazy? Do you know? Yama Crazy. Does it sound familiar at all to anything, like any familiar saying? No?
Damn. Crazy. You're a little crazy on the bike.
Yeah, exactly. What did you say the first time?
You're a little crazy on the bike.
I'm a little crazy. So Yama Crazy stands for yeah, I'm crazy. So I just kept the A at the, I didn't want to put Yam Crazy. That sounds dumb. It sounds like ham or something. Like, what the hell? So Yama stands for Yamaha, but it also stands for yeah, I'm. So if you it's Yama Crazy. So that's why at the end of my clips now, I say, stay safe, but stay crazy. Cause, AKA, right? But I love it. I actually like my channel. I've debated on change. I don't know. I don't mind it. You're always gonna have haters out there, so it is what it is. You gotta live with it. Not everyone's gonna like it. Not everyone's gonna love it. Or wow, I just said the same thing twice. Not everyone's gonna hate it. Some people might hate it. Some people might love it. But it's your channel. Do what the hell you want to do with it, right? The only thing that I'm always trying to get better at is making good content, not making boring content. My BC trip was not as exciting as I wanted it to be for one reason. I didn't vlog enough. The more I watch it, I can 100% see I didn't vlog enough. There's too many clips in there. We just came across the corner where you can see the skyline of Edmonton. So this won't be going on for too much longer. We're coming on 20 minutes now. We're at just about 19 minutes. But I want to really get progressively better at producing really good quality watchable content. Like my shorts, if you haven't already seen my last short, check it out. I painted the wheels on my Suzuki. I absolutely love it. I freaking love it. They were black. I painted them gloss white. It stands out so well now. I just tuned it up. I put new spark plugs in it, new air filter.
That's another fun story.
That's not a fun story.
It is a fun story.
Oh, well, I mean, it is to some people. It's embarrassing to me. It wasn't running. I got my spark plugs, and that wasn't the reason why it wasn't running. It was, now, I know how everyone thinks. It's like, when you hear something, you're like, well, obviously that's why it wasn't working. I don't care who out there thinks that they're professional, thinking like, oh, obviously that's why it wasn't working. A lot of people say that. As soon as something's fixed or whatever, they're the professional, right? That's the thing with being on social media. You got to be prepared for people being a keyboard mechanic where they're, oh, I knew how to do that. So what happened was I installed my spark plugs, I gapped them, and when I put my air filter in, like I had to take the air box off and everything has to come out, right? Your coil plugs. So when I put everything back together, the biggest thing that I think that happened was I left my fuel tank propped up. So I don't know if my fuel pump wasn't getting any fuel. It was struggling to start, and when it did start, it didn't want to idle properly. It didn't want to stay running properly, blah, blah, blah. So like I went back into my spark plugs, pinched them back down to like, when I got them, they were at 0.025, and spec calls for anything between 0.028 and 0.031. So I gapped them again since it wasn't starting. But the first time I tried to start it, it wouldn't start at all. It would just crank and crank and crank. I forgot to plug in my fuel pump. Duh. That was a big dummy mistake. But so I went back into my, not knowing I didn't plug my fuel pump in, I went back into my engine, re-pinched my plugs, but then I was like, oh crap, I forgot to plug my fuel pump in. So I went back into my plugs, re-gapped them to 0.028, started the bike, and it sounded terrible, like out of this world terrible. And I was like, that's not good. Like this bike was running flawlessly, like what, not quite a month ago. Like I haven't rode it in a long time, but it was running flawlessly, right? And so I was sketched, and I was like, what the heck did I do to my bike? So I had a buddy come over, and he ended up, all we did was put the bike back together. We didn't do anything different other than put the fuel tank down. So I think that's what the issue was. The fuel tank was up and it was choking, and it didn't have anything to feed off of, right? It had too much air, not enough fuel, so it was too rich. It was backfiring like crazy. Like I said, it stalled out or it didn't want to run. But yeah, anyway, so that's the spark plug story. But it's running now. It runs really good. I need to try and I got a little pipe for my muffler, or my exhaust, sorry. So I want to get that installed. I still have no viewers. This is fun. Oh well, even if somebody wants to watch it later on.
Might as well tell your whole life story.
Might as well tell my whole life story. But this is kind of fun though, being live, because it's like a behind the scenes, no editing, just raw, right? But it's it's a little camper site. There's one plain bus in there. We're just about in Edmonton, so this is only going to be a little bit longer now. But if you haven't already, I don't know if I went over a story and I kind of skipped over some stuff and I went into another story. I do that a lot. But if you haven't already, again, leave a comment down here. Leave a comment on what you think Mr. Jannik is buying. I'm excited to see what people think. What kind of bike guy does he look like? Is he a Harley guy? Is he a Suzuki guy? Is he a Honda guy? Is he a Triumph guy? What is he? What is he buying?
Indian?
Indian? Is he an Indian guy? What make and model? What do you think he's buying? And engine size? What do you think he's buying? Not sure. Let's see. I'm really curious to see what people think what you'd be into. It's honestly nothing I would ever buy, but it's super. It's got character for one. I keep rotating the camera, my bad. It's got a lot of character.
Okay, well the truck we're driving in, my truck, is a 2014 Dodge Ram 1500 Hemi, 8-speed auto. So I don't know if that gives any heads up on what
Harley. No, I'm just kidding. You never know.
Well, we're about to with this fucking car.
But we're approaching Edmonton now. I'll flip the camera here. I don't want to include license plates anywhere, but we're approaching Edmonton, so I'll shut this off here in about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you guys just want to see the road there, but yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think he wants to buy. I didn't even know he wanted to buy a bike. He just out of the blue, he was like, I want to, because it's actually been a while now that you told me that you wanted to get your license though, right? Like he's actually been on it for a bit, and honest to God, he tells me he's a truck driver. I hope you don't mind me saying that. He's a truck driver, a very good truck driver for that matter. And he's out one day and he's like, I think I'm gonna go for my test. I was like, well, you should study. He goes, I have been. I was like, okay, that's good. Like when you get back into town, maybe I'll run over the books with you real quick and make sure that you're ready for it, right? So he gets into town, right? I'm off work. I just got home. I think it was a Friday. I just got home, and no word of lie, he calls me. I'm literally just got home, like 10 minutes before he called me. He goes, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "Good." He goes, "I failed the test." No, I'm just kidding, I passed. Like, he didn't even like get it a second to settle in. I was like, what? You passed it? You not only have you never rode a bike, but you studied for what, like, well, actually, how long did you study for?
Well, I listened to a couple of videos on YouTube, which of course isn't our province specific, like with, you know, SGI or whatever. But I did read the book, the handbook, twice. The first time was kind of like a half kind of deal, where, you know, you just kind of pretend to read, where you kind of just skim over what you think is important, and then the second time I was like, well, if I'm doing the test tomorrow, I should probably just read everything.
Read it front to back, yeah.
And that's what I did, and then I'm not gonna lie, like I aced the basic and the sign test, of course, like you should.
Yeah.
Now, motorcycle test, I failed like one of the first questions, which was.
I got a funny story behind that, unless he's gonna tell it.
Why?
Like, go ahead. Like, continue your story. I kind of interrupted you. My bad.
Well, so I felt like one of the first questions out the gate. I'm like, wow, this is a rough start, because it's 25 questions, and you're allowed to get 5 wrong. Like, you need 20 out of 25 to pass. So, and then I felt like a couple others, and I'm sitting there like, I need the next 3 in a row, and that way I can fail the last one.
That's how you have to think when you're doing that test. You have to do the math in your head and be like, what question? If you find a hard question, even if you, like, if you don't know the question, you have to think on it, because you have to have the mindset of, if I get this wrong, can I afford to get it wrong? That's the mindset you have to have. Continue.
Well, because either way, I was like, well, you know what? Like, with the basic test, once I saw I had 16 out of the 16 needed, I could have just fucking clicked submit, like, whatever. It would have,
a little bit of a bumpy road here, my bad.
It wouldn't have mattered. But, you know, you still do your best you can.
Yeah. So the funny story is, we're getting close to, I don't know how far we are from the spot here, but we're in Edmonton right now. We're taking the Anthony, oh my God.
Oh my.
Holy crap, I can't talk right now. The Anthony Henday. We're probably 10 minutes out from our destination. But so the funny story is SGI gives some really dumb questions where they're just stupid, like simple questions, right? And they're easy questions so that they can help you out. Well, in my opinion, so that they can help you out, get through the test and pass. So he had this question of, what was the question again?
Was it about, like, where can your passenger not be?
Yeah, where can your passenger not be? If you want to tell, you can.
Well, so the answer, of course, is they can't be in front of you, which is a no fucking brainer, of course. But when I read one of the other answers, I'm like, well, yeah.
What was the answer you selected?
I can't fucking remember.
So I can't remember what the answers are. And man, it's
like they can't say they. Oh yeah, they have to be older than 16, which I was like, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, they have to be old enough to.
Which, in my opinion, well, it probably wasn't the handbook, but in my opinion, if you don't know anything about riding, like, that might make sense. Like, they can't be younger than 16. But it was hilarious because in my head, like, cause I don't know, in my head, it was a pretty straightforward answer. But if you think about it, it might not be to some people, but he put it that they have to be in it. So he thought that the passenger was able to be in front of you. I laughed.
Well, okay, that's the thing though. In my head, I'm like, well, of course they can't sit in front of you on a motorcycle. Like,
right.
You're the fucking.
You're the rider.
Yeah, they have to sit behind you. But I'm like, well, like of course they can't sit in front of you. That's the answer.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make him sound dumb. It was just funny when he told it to me, but I can't.
And of course you're nervous because, like, you have no idea what you're kind of going into. Like, you've read the book maybe twice, and you're just kind of winging it, and you're hoping for the best, and yet, you know, it's kind of like, well, if I do fail, I'm gonna have to come back, and if I fail 3 times in a row, I'm gonna have to fucking wait a whole year.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know how it's like everywhere else, but in Saskatchewan, if you fail twice, you have to wait if you fail 3 times, you have to wait a year. Unless it's changed, you have to wait a full year until you can retake that test again. The written.
However, for the 3 written tests, you can do it like day after day.
Yep.
You can go in Monday, you fail Tuesday.
You can go in
Wednesday.
then you can you take it that same hour, or can you get next day? Okay. Yeah, you can take them simultaneously. You can go in the next day 3 days in a row if you fail. But I told them that. I was like, if you fail once, it's okay. It just, you got to pay for it, right? But the second time, if you fail again, study. Make sure you know what you're getting into. But he passed the first time. I was like, bro, that is huge. So now he's gonna get his bike. We're gonna take it back to my place. Go ahead, sorry.
End of the month, I'm doing the motorcycle course.
Yep.
Which is $536.
Yeah.
I think actually max training Saskatoon. I think there's 600, so it's actually a little cheaper than the other place there.
Okay.
Not that I really look at prices. I just if I want it or need it, I buy it.
Yeah, and it's like in Saskatchewan. Again, I don't know where everyone's watching from, but in Saskatchewan, when you have 2 choices. You can either take the motorcycle course, which I even did, and I know how to ride. But it's either take the motorcycle course for $500 or $600, or you pay a lump sum of $1,500. And
over the 3 stages.
Over the 3 stages. So like in your L, you pay $500. In your first N, you pay another $500. And then your third N, you pay another $500. And then I think you just pay for your license to get your full endorsement, like your full M. Yeah, but that's $1,500. So
you're saving $1,000.
You're saving $1,000. And if you go if you go your full endorsement, so right to your M, not N but M. If you go your full endorsement without getting any infractions, you get a lot of that $500 back. So it's a no-brainer unless you're a big cocky person. You're like, I want to ride. I don't care about this course. Unless you're a big cocky person like that and you're just like, money is nothing, then you're gonna take the course. Or you're just gonna go and spend the $1,500. But that course is a no-brainer. It's easy. It's kind of fun, like just to not screw around, but like to see like other people ride and to see their riding habits, to see how they ride, blah blah blah. It's kind of fun. You get to meet people, you get to be social. But he does that. He goes. So what day do you go again for the course?
Like 26, 27
right.
August.
And that's like, so we're at the beginning of August right now. So he's gonna get his bike now. He's gonna park it at my place. We're gonna go through it, make sure everything's good, and then he's gonna go back to work. And then pretty much he's going to stay at my place while he's doing the course. And then literally, this is the funny part, is when he's done the course, I go to BC for our 2nd annual BC trip. He should come, but he's not going to because I don't think he has time off work. And he doesn't really feel that comfortable yet. And I don't blame him. I'm pretty sure he'll be okay on a bike, but I don't blame him. Like, first time on a bike, first time riding, it's the mountains too, so it's pretty heavy riding. You're in corners a lot. Like, I know I'm gonna be cruising, like, honest to God, as you guys seen, my last BC trip was on the Suzuki Boulevard. It's a cruiser. I still got down in the corners, but I couldn't have the fun I wanted to have as a rider. I like my rockets, so I am taking the 750 Suzuki out to the mountains. I'm so stoked. But on that note, with him and my dad are pretty slow. Well, I don't know how he rides it. He might be crazy. But my dad's a pretty slow rider compared to what he was like in his youth. But it was the mountains were still fun on the cruiser. It just wasn't as fun as it could have been. But it is what it is. This year, I'm hoping it'll be a lot more. But we're trying to make it an annual thing so that we go back every year. I'm hoping. Now, this is a big hope because my dad doesn't have his passport and he doesn't like to travel out of, I don't know if he likes to travel out of country. I don't know. But if you guys have ever heard, let me know in the comments. Have you ever heard of the Tail of the Dragon in North Carolina? That is my go-to. I want to ride that road so bad. And I told my dad and my brother, anybody that wants to come, I want to go so bad. It's been my dream to ride that road since I knew about it. Like, I think I started to see videos on it when I was like 17 or 18, and I got, I got my license, I think I got my riding license at 19 or 20, 31 now, so I've been riding just over 10 years. About 10 years, I'll just say 10 years. But it's like, I wanted to ride that, I've been wanting to ride it so bad. But anyway, another topic, but we gotta be getting pretty close to you. Oh yeah, you have your GPS going. We're 10 minutes away, so I'll end this video in, let's just say 5 minutes. So, but yeah, again, I have no viewers yet, which is very dissatisfying. But whatever, it's just, I like to make sure that if you do tune in, it's not a boring video. Just because I have no viewers, I don't care. I'm still going to talk. I'm still going to make sure it's an enjoyable video, hopefully. But let me know in the comments what you think he's going to buy. It's honestly, I really, really, really want to know what you guys think he's going to buy. I never pictured him riding the bike that he wants to buy. Never pictured it.
What's the oldest bike that you've ever owned?
The R6. 2000 was the R6. I bought, like, my very first bike, I bought a 2012 CBR 250R. That was a terrible purchase because I've ridden dirt bikes before and I know how to ride, so within a week I was like, I need a bigger bike. Bought that one. My second bike was my 1000 Fireblade. Third bike was, what was my third bike? I can't remember. I had one bike before I got the R1, and then I got the R1, which was a 2004, and then I got the Boulevard, which was a 2012, and then I sold the R1, got an R6. I wanted something that I could screw around with and tip over, didn't care about it. Got the R6, sold that. That was a 2000, and then now I have the 09. So that 2000 was the oldest one I ever had. Yeah.
So mine's just a
little bit newer. Little bit newer, right? A little bit newer. It's an 04, right? 04 or 02? Oh, a little bit older then. Oh, okay, my bad. It's that's not a secret. That's okay. They can know that. It's a 98. That's all we'll tell you. It's a 98. That's all we're gonna say.
98. I wasn't even born then.
It's a 1998.
It's older than me. He's kind of cool.
He's kids. He's young kids.
I'm 23.
Oh man, I have a heart of a 20-year-old. I have come across. I say it as a joke, by the way. I have a young heart, but I'm not old. I'm only 31. I have people that like tell me like, oh my god, like I've had a 28-year-old tell me, oh, I can't ride a rocket. They're just, it's too hunched over for me. I get too uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, I'm 6'7". I'm 170 some pounds last time I checked, I think. I can ride a rocket comfortably. Like, as long as you have a nice seat, I can ride a rocket comfortably. Nothing wrong with it. You get the wrong rocket. Like, my brother had that Suzuki 650 something or other, that naked style bike. Can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a 650. Now that bike was a little bit too small for me. The 250. So I bought that 250 back brand new. I bought it right off the showroom floor. It's a 2012. Back in 2012, I was probably 6'5". Not much weight difference. Maybe I might have been 150, 160 pounds. But that was the wrong bike. I had no power with it because I think I topped there like 140. And it struggled to get there. That wasn't like up there now. It took a long time to get there. I had that thing wide open and it did not want to move. But yeah, that was a wrong bike to buy. If you're gonna, like, everyone says, oh, don't buy a big bike, you know, if it's scary. If you've rode bikes, don't be afraid to buy a 600. Don't be afraid to buy a bigger bike. Just don't be stupid. Know your limits. Like, even me wheeling, like, everyone told me you're gonna crash the R1 because I learned how to wheelie on the R1. Everyone told me you're gonna crash the R1, and honestly, there was a lot of times where I could have crashed, but it was all in my head of like knowing when to stop, knowing when to call it a day, knowing like, okay, I'm doing everything wrong, call it a day before you wipe out, and I did. And now, like, I've gotten a lot better. I'm no pro, but I'm a lot better than what I was. I started off getting this far off the ground, then I was this far, and then I was a foot. And then I was like high enough, but I couldn't keep it up. It was like, dip, 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 dip. It was just I couldn't keep the wheel up. So now I'm a lot better. I can at least maintain it. I just can't find that balance point yet. But we are getting close. Like, we're 5 minutes away. So I said we're gonna leave at 5 minutes. Again, if you're tuning in late, let me know what you think he's gonna buy. I'm super pumped. We're gonna turn it off there. I'm not gonna tune back in live to let you guys see what he buys. I'm gonna make a video of it. Oh, excuse me. So, on that note, if you're tuning in late, thanks for watching. And as I said before, stay safe, but stay crazy. We'll catch you on the reveal video. Thanks for watching, guys. How do I end this now? Do I just hit exit? Yeah, there we go.